Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for February 5th, 2019. Today we're taking a look at the USDCAD, the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. For today's trade analysis, first things first here on the daily time frame, it's a downtrend. We could see that over the past several weeks, we go even back to the top of the chart, we see even overall long-term downtrend as we've seen the market price moving from all the way up here into the 1.3650 level, top of the black trend line, all the way down now into the 1.3100 level. So quite a long-term downtrend. We did get a little bit of an uptick here in the middle of the trend where the market pushed back up for a period of time, but then quickly returning to the downtrend, pressuring to the bottom. So the question is, will the downtrend continue? Or will we see some reversal, somewhat like what we saw here in the middle of the trend? We don't know that, but we'll watch for evidence and clues to that. A couple of things to think about, the things that affect this currency pair: dollar strength or weakness, USD strength or weakness. We have in the past couple of days seen US dollar making somewhat of a comeback. US dollar has been pretty resilient in the past several weeks, where it will make a fall but then come back pretty nicely. That's one factor, dollar strength or weakness. And of course, we know we have speech from President Trump coming up this evening. Something else that can be a factor here is crude oil. Crude oil falling and rising has an effect on the Canadian dollar, the loonie, and we could see that have an impact here. And of course, anything else that affects the Canadian dollar as well as far as economic data. So we have several factors that can impact this here. Let's just take a look at two of them. US dollar index has been rising. Look at this, past week or so. Been pressuring higher, found support down here just around the 95 level, now pressuring its way back up into the mid to upper 95s into the blue zone. The question again is, will it continue to rally? Will the US dollar continue to go up even after the president's speech this evening? Or will it turn around and go back down? Like I said, it's been somewhat resilient while the market has pressured it lower. It's bounced back up pretty nicely over the past week or so. So again, will the dollar continue to rise? Will it fall? We're into resistance now. That's still a question out there. Taking a look at crude, past several months, going all the way back to December, I guess a couple of months now, and back to December, pressuring higher along the blue trend line, making new highs in the past couple of days. Yesterday, the new high up towards the 56 level, crude oil then pressuring back down and sitting into support. We've seen it do that before within this rising trend where it's coming back into support. Interesting here. Now let me just grab one of these circles right here and just bring it right here. So this resistance now right here where the black circle is becoming our support zone, the green shaded area 54.10, 54.55, our support today for crude oil. If it finds support, may rally, and of course if it breaks that support, may fall. So interesting area. So whichever way crude oil goes, rise or fall of crude, we would look for the opposing viewpoint on the dollar CAD. So a rising crude, dollar CAD would go lower. Falling crude, dollar CAD goes higher. So we take the clue that the past 2 days have been falling on crude, we look at dollar CAD and it's going up. So that should give you some clue to that as well. So the question is, will crude find support? What's the dollar going to do as we go forward throughout the day? Those are some of the big questions we ask about this currency pair. Again, zoom it all the way in here. You can see the blue zone, 1.3105, 1.3120 is that discussion area. Will it break back higher and reverse this rising, this falling trend and start rising again? Continue to pressure back towards the pink zone as resistance, or even the green zone as resistance near the 100 period moving average? Or will it find resistance today, the US dollar sell off, the Canadian dollar rally, and we'll look for it to continue to go back down in the direction of the trend? I will point this area out here. We did see the market come up, find resistance around this yellow zone here for a period of time. So that's an interesting, example of what we're talking about right now for the dollar CAD as we sit within and underneath this blue shaded area, 1.3120. So we're watching this area. Let's take it down to the 4-hour time frame. Again, nothing really too surprising here. We do see the breakout under the blue zone, challenge back above it in the past 24 hours, but couldn't sustain that hold, now back inside. So again, it's all about what's going to happen here. Will it get underneath? Will it break back above? Keeping an eye on the dollar CAD for the day today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.